The 1917 Russian Revolution transformed Europe through profound political shifts, which influenced both social conditions and economic systems in the first part of the 20th century. Russia experienced most direct revolution effects, but Europe-wide communist ideology spread throughout the continent, which generated both revolutionary activities and conservative reactions. The political effects of the Russian Revolution included deep social disturbance and strong economic reevaluation, as well as extreme left-right ideological separation that characterized Europe between wars. The Soviet Union's creation as the world's first communist state created a political challenge to existing order, which then brought revolutionary influences to multiple regions across the continent. Direct attempts to establish Russian Bolshevik-style governments occurred when Spartacists started an uprising in Germany, 1919, while the Hungarian Soviet Republic existed for a brief period, 1919. The revolutionary groups aimed to eliminate capitalism so they could create socialist state governments, which caused widespread political disorder throughout the region. European political elites deepened their communism-related anxieties because of the revolution, which led fascist regimes to emerge in both Italy and Germany as opposing forces. The leaders of Italy and Germany utilized anti-communist propaganda for political gain by presenting themselves as promo-keepers against the communist danger known as Bolshevism. European politics split into opposing directions following the Russian Revolution because it ignited revolutionary movements alongside the creation of authoritarian governments. Global social transformations occurred because of the European Revolution. The focus of the Bolsheviks upon workers' rights together with equality found strong support among discontented working-class people who struggled during World War I. Labor unions and socialist parties in France as well as Britain and Italy strengthened through organized strikes which demanded better pay and reduced work hours with better work environments. Under Bolshevik leadership, women gained substantial social rights through equal voting rights and educational opportunities. The revolutionary ideal spread to create different levels of feminist progress across European nations. The revolution created wider social gaps because middle and upper classes wanted to stop working-class radicalization and imposed restrictions on these movements. During interwar Europe, the social atmosphere existed as a struggle between granting citizens power and exerting control upon them. From an economic perspective, the Russian Revolution criticized capitalist wealth systems and started extensive discussions concerning economic modifications. The Bolsheviks made industry nationalized while redistributing land, which offered European societies an alternate system to capitalism because their economies were marked by severe economic disparities and fluctuations. After World War I, two primary examples of state intervention in this economic era were the new economic policy of the Soviet Union, followed by Western European countries who implemented welfare state policies. The revolution sparked economic instability because numerous countries generated conservative economic tactics and rejected worker demands because of their fear of communism. The Weimar Republic in Germany employed strict economic measures due to its concern about a communist takeover, which ultimately made the 1920s economic crisis worse. The revolution yielded two competing effects in the economy because it served as both a catalyst for social change and a factor of economic instability. Europe experienced profound political, social, and economic transformations because of the Russian Revolution of 1917. Political consequences of the revolutionary change inspired communism and political extremism, which led to both revolutionary and fascist governments coming into power. Through social changes, the revolutionary movement enhanced working class and women's rights, yet it simultaneously grew the existing social classes. Its economic impact on capitalism included both positive reform ideas and disruptive economic turbulence. The European nations received varying degrees of revolution impact, but proved unable to deny its fundamental role as a driver of historic developments. The Russian Revolution shaped European history in the early 20th century by redefining both ideological as well as social and economic conflicts that lasted through the interwar period.